Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, and today we get to go over the all new and redesigned 2020 Fuel 287 toy hauler. Folks, if you're looking for a big travel trailer toy hauler, you have some large toys you want to take, this is one that can certainly accommodate it. You want to talk about an open floor plan? This is it. Folks, you have a 16-foot 3-inch garage. If you can't get your side-by-side in here, you have something else going on. There is just a ton of room, which is awesome. You get this slide out right over here. Of course, the majority of our kitchen is in there, as well as some additional seating. And that's really what I like about this floor plan too, is that it is very versatile. This one, we did get the carpet kit in there, so you can roll the carpet out if you so choose. But I wanted to kind of show the beautiful flooring in there, as well as show you the heavy-duty D-rings that they have. And again, kind of this seating configuration. Over to the side, you have two Euro-style recliners. Those do swivel. It has a great view to the TV. I'll show you that a little bit later. You get the table right here in the center, so if you have a beverage, you need to set it down, you're able to do that. Big window right behind that, letting in a ton of natural light too. Right down below, you have a spot to hang up your jackets. Your thermostat is here. The bed control for your Happy Jack bed system in the back, I'll show you in just a minute. Control for that is here. Multimedia center, folks, that is wired to the TV, so you can pop a DVD in there, which is great. Right up top, you have a bunch of additional storage, as well as storage all the way across the top here. You'll see that they went with a little bit darker pulls. They have kind of like the oil rub bronze look to it. I think it's a good choice, especially with the couple of the color differentiations in the wood. You'll see the trim pieces are a little bit lighter, which I think helps give it a little bit extra pop and flair. Right along the back, privacy screen, so you can close this off. As I mentioned, power bed, queen bed right up top. That's on that Happy Jack system. You can lock it out right up top like it is, of course, or you can drop it down. You also have the rollover sofas on both sides, which can fold up against the wall like they are right now. Or if you need the additional width, you can also have these sit right underneath that queen bed to maximize your width. But that does give you two additional sleeping spaces right back here. You'll see the ramp drops down. You have the 4 seasons screen on there. So this is great because you can actually seal off the windows. It has like a vinyl over the screen, so that way you don't have any airflow. So if it's cold outside or it's raining, you can stay nice and dry. You can just unzip that vinyl. That way you do get the airflow. You have the screen there. And if you want to go in and out, you have a zipper right in the center, so that way you can exit right from the tail, which is something that I always enjoy in a hauler. And then if you take a look at the slide over on the side here, as I mentioned, some additional seating. You have another rollover sofa. This also drops down into a small bed, folks. It rolls right over. Now, it's nothing huge, but it does provide you a little bit of additional sleeping, and more importantly, it gives you a table here as well as the table back here. So you have a ton of different seating areas, hangout places, entertainment areas in this layout. Of course, another window there. I like the cabinets up top. Rather than going with wood, they went with a little bit more a decorative glass on there. Same thing, your slide fascia. They have, the little fuel emblem. Just again, a nice little touch. Additional storage across the top. Kind of open that up just to show you what you're working with. Microwave over to this side. Hood right underneath. You have your Furion oven. This is recessed to glass cooktop, so you just fold this up and back. Kind of doubles as a backsplash, gives you access to those 3 burners. The front one is high output. Your knobs light up. That little button there also controls the light in your oven. And then again, additional storage underneath. Plus you have drawer space over to the side. You can take a look at that. Full extension ball bearing drawers. You'll see your flatware divider is already built into that top drawer. Some more storage right over here. So what you'll see is the kitchen is definitely not short on storage, which is a pretty big deal, especially in a toy hauler, because that's usually something that is definitely lacking. More right above the fridge freezer combo. You open that up, you can see, again, plenty of room there. This unit does run off both propane and electric, of course has automatic switch over. Again, storage there, right over kind of where the pantry is. And as I mentioned, the TV's right up here, folks, 40-inch TV, and I love this location. It's not something you see too terribly often. A lot of times I'll put it over the door or sometimes over here, but I love this, especially with the swivel recliners, because you can turn those, get a great view. You can see it from the side sofa and the slide out. Even if you're all the way in the back, being that it is a 40-inch, you actually still have a pretty decent view to it, which is great. Big L-shaped countertop, tons of prep space. Again, something that's oftentimes lacking in a toy hauler. You have a couple electrical outlets to plug in, your blender, your coffee maker, whatever else you need. You have the high-rise faucet, sink top cover, so you can use this as prep space. Plus, it makes a great cutting board. When we take it off, you'll see the large single bowl stainless steel sink there. And if you slide underneath, again, storage, storage, storage all throughout the kitchen. As we take a look at the master bathroom, you have two entrances and exits. One directly into the bedroom, the other one out into the main living area. And then right in between is our foot flush lever toilet. And as you'd expect, you have plenty of legroom, great shoulder space too. Over to this side is the bathroom vanity, and you will notice this countertop has good storage on both sides. That's something you oftentimes don't get, is this extra countertop space, so I really like that personally. You have the electrical outlet there, storage underneath, as well as your mirrored medicine cabinet here up top. Now, it's not too terribly deep, but as you'll see in a second, you get a massive linen closet, so really it's just for some of the smaller items there anyway. Right here's your neo-angle shower, and again, because this is a toy hauler, you have more headspace than I know what to do with, so if you can't fit in here, you have a lot of other issues than you're not having headroom in the bathroom. You will see the neo-angle shower has a door in a roller track. Cool thing about that is when you're done showering, all the water goes right down the door into the shower pan, unlike a swing style door, or especially a curtain where it tends to make a mess on the floor. And then right outside, as I mentioned just a moment ago, huge linen closet here. Realistically, I would probably use some of these, maybe the top ones or something for some of my extra clothes that I can't fit in the bedroom. But either way, you have plenty of room for your towels and everything else you need in the bathroom. The bedroom of the 287 features a king size bed. That way you have a ton of room in here. You don't have to worry about elbowing each other in the middle of the night. You have storage underneath if you need to store some items underneath the bed. On both sides, you have additional storage there. You have the mirror, hanging rods. You have a spot in which you can hang your clothes. You also see the shelf going across. You have a genset control up there, so you can fire up the generator in the middle of the night. If it gets too hot, you want to run the AC, there you go. USB ports up there for your cell devices. You will see additional storage above that as well, and some auxiliary lighting. Again, there are two entrances and exits from the bedroom, one into the bathroom, the other one out into the main hall. And if you want TV in the bedroom, there is a place to mount that as well. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2020 Heartland Fuel 287. Right up front is a power tongue jack, making it a lot easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. You also have a light right up there for added visibility at night. Right behind that, two 30-pound propane tanks with a cover. Of course, rails for your battery here, and you'll also see the fully enclosed underbelly on this unit. Diamond plating coming up the front, helping to protect the front end from rocks and debris that get thrown up by the tow vehicle. And right above that is the front 3/4 cap with inlaid LED lights. Coming around to the side, the front storage here has a covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. It is slam latch and magnetic, so you can put it up just like so. If you take a peek in there, you will not only see a light, but also your battery disconnect. That way you can just flip that and quickly and easily kill all power to the coach, so you don't have that small drain on the battery while you're storing it. This one also has power stabilizer jacks. That way you can just touch the button there to drop those stab jacks, so when you're walking around inside, the camper isn't rocking around on you. And as I always mention, folks, remember that is not auto level. You still want to level the camper out, but once it is level, you can use those to stabilize it again, just so it's not moving around as you're moving around inside. Large power awning, touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to go right back in with an LED light strip underneath, so you have light at night. Your standard 3 fold-out steps here with the larger grab handle, so it does give you that extra control when entering or exiting the RV. This one also comes with the key-alike system, which is great, especially on your pass-throughs. A lot of RVs in the past use what they call a 751 key, and the problem with that is that every single key is the same. There is no uniqueness about it. So if someone wanted to break into your pass-through while you're gone, technically they could do that. With the key-alike system, that is not possible because the key is unique and you are the only one that has it. So that's a great security feature here on the Fuel. If you take a look right down below, you can see those gorgeous aluminum alloy wheels, and not only do they look great now, but folks, they will continue to do so because aluminum doesn't rust. For entertainment value, if you want a TV, this is where it goes out here. Of course, cable outlet and electrical outlet are located there. Very convenient. You're not having to drag a cable all the way across the outside of the camper. A couple outside speakers there too, so if you want to listen to some music, that gives you the capability to do it. And right down here, as you can see, that is your second power stabilizer jack. I also do want to point out that your spare is located under there. I've had some people ask me before where the spare is, and so on this unit, that is where it is located. Your ramp door, pretty easy, self-explanatory if you haven't seen it before. This is where you would lock it for protection. So you have a padlock right in there. Otherwise, you just flip this up, kind of push it in, roll it out, do the same on the other side, and that will allow you to drop the ramp down. You have these handles to kind of get it started, and then the helper springs along the bottom, so that way the entire weight of the door doesn't come crashing down on you. You also have kind of like the little outcropping up top, gives a little extra flair, nice look to it. A couple LED lights on there as well as your marker lights, plus backup camera prep. So if you want backup camera, having the prep makes it easier to install, meaning it'll save you money on labor. Around to the off-door side, you have a ladder. This is pretty simple and easy to use too. Just pull these pins out. The ladder kind of pulls out and down. 250-pound weight capacity on the ladder, but that does give you the ability to climb up onto the roof. So that way you can get up there for any kind of maintenance or basic inspection, which I always recommend doing once or twice a year. Right here in the back is your fuel station. So that way any toys that you have, you want to fuel up, you can go ahead and do so. You'll see the control for that right there. The nozzle, of course, is located in here. And then to fill the tank will be located right in front of that. On the off-door side, in front of the slide are your hookups. You will see your fresh tank fill located right up top here. A little bit further down is black tank flush to wash out your black tank, city water inlet, and if you want outside water connection, there's a little blue hose that hooks up right there, and that, of course, is your spray port. You also see your cable as well as satellite inlets, and then 30-amp detachable power cord plugs right in there. Now, if we move all the way up to the front, this one does have a couple last things I want to touch on. One is solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy portable panels, plug it in right there, and it'll trickle charge the battery. And then the other one is generator. Now you can get this just with generator prep if you want. As you will see here, we did load this one up with the Cummins Onan 4,000 watt Jenny. All right, folks, and that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2020 Heartland Fuel 287. If you're interested in this beautiful toy hauler and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.